doing another drive up to the old CB radio talking spot. So nice drive along the coast. A little bit clearer out today than last time when I drove up here. Last time it was super foggy. But no radio conditions. Nothing at all, just static. I wish I knew the people that had land up there. It'd be good talking up there. Or out on the island. We used to do a lot of fishing out there. We'd take my buddy's canoe out there and go fishing. Back in the day when we would travel and we'd all have our radios in our cars, this was always a mud hole in here right next to the side of the cliff. You drive, and then as soon as you came in here by Rincon, it was just a mud hole. It's not foggy today, so you guys can see my old spot when it's clear. Man, there's so many bushes. None of these bushes were here. All this stuff was just flat dirt. Down in that industrial area, I used to work down in there. And then after work, we'd come up here and check the surf and talk on the radios. Get a better view today. Better view. See, the parasail guys have their flags all over so they can check the air. But that's the view. My pickup truck. See those houses back across the freeway, way over there, they would complain, say that dust from over here would get on their houses, which was a bunch of BS. Yep. This is where I grew up. Learned how to surf right on the north side of that pier. Learned how to surf right over there when I was a little kid. We used to do a lot of fishing over there. The beach is closed now because they made a man-made seal rookery, and can't go down there certain times of the years. And then all those eucalyptus trees all along there on the bluffs out there. There used to be a motorcycle track called the practice track, and then we used to build forts out in those trees. So we had a lot of fun when we were kids. And then let's see, it's hard to see, but back right there where that rock stuff is right there, there's a trail that goes back to a fishing hole way back on the other side where that rock and the tree is. You go back down on the other side. And we used to hike way back there when we were kids and go fishing. Another view. There's a lot of you little bunnies out here, huh? Baby bunny. Hi, baby bunny. Baby bunny. Where'd your mama go? Where'd your mama go, baby bunny? That's bunnies. So here's the other entrance. This is different. When we used to come here, that used to come down to where that plaque is. It was just a big square slab parking area. Wasn't really anything. And these bushes were not this tall, somewhere, but not really. There's all the eucalyptus where we used to build our forts out in there. A lot of them are gone. But this is where we used to play when we were kids. It's weird coming back to the place I grew up. It doesn't even feel like the same place anymore. The demographics have changed so much. And a lot of people from the bigger cities south and some of the bigger cities north all kind of moved in, and it's just not the same feel as when I grew up. I moved out in 2000, but around then that's when it started changing. I mean, probably good for them, but it just lost the small town feel. It probably feels small town to them because what they came from, but to me it was just gone. Kind of messed the place up. And I think it was like a lot of those tech type people, they have no sense of community. So it just kind of changed. It grew up, everybody knew each other, and it was a fun place to grow up because it was so small. We got to do all kinds of stuff, and I'm sure they still get to do it now, but it's so much different than when I was growing up here. It was an awesome place to grow up. And the other thing, this is kind of where all the poor people lived from the county north of us. We were kind of like the redhead stepchild, so the poor people lived here. Now you basically got to be a millionaire if you want to live here. You cannot live here unless you're making tons of money. I'm serious millionaires. But here, if you want to rent like a little 2-bedroom place, we have some friends, they got a little 2-bedroom place, really old, built in the late 60s, $4,000 a month for a 2-bedroom, really small square footage, so real expensive. And I don't think, even if I had the money, I don't think I would move back just because it's not the same as it was, and I don't like the people that moved in. Los Angeles people, I don't care for them. Back in the 80s, 86, 87, my old band, we used to practice down that street right there, where we used to band practice. And that right in front of me is the elementary school I went to, 1st to 6th grade. That was my old elementary school right there. That's the middle school I went to. Middle school. That's all still the same. Post office and all that's the same. This shopping center was there when I was little. A lot of the same stuff, but a lot has changed. That was all empty field. Skate park's new. And all this putting green, they put this in later, and I think the late 90s towards 2000, but for the most part it was just field, empty fields. They've turned it into like a tourist thing now where you can hike out there. They cleaned it up a lot. It used to be pretty just nothing, but pretty much the same. I'm glad they didn't build on the bluffs. That's the one good thing. They left the bluffs here, made it a preserve. That was always a great place when we were kids. Heading back home, not really any skip, so at least I got a good drive. Head back to the home 20, do the yard work and a bunch of other stuff. Maybe next time there's skip, I can do it again up here.